Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. And big up to all the Leeds United fans in the house, where, of course, daily we're diving into the hottest and latest transfer rumours for the Whites as we gear up for our Premier League return in 2025. From bargain deals to blockbuster battles with Real Madrid and Brighton, Leeds are making waves in the transfer market. Today, we're breaking down four massive stories: a fan favourite Lone Star, Newcastle midfielder, a rising star, and a potential transfer triangle heartbreak involving Real Madrid and Brighton. So stick around, hit that like button, and let's get started. So first off, let's talk about the man who stole the show for Leeds United this season. Of course, that is Mano Solomon, the 25-year-old winger on loan from Spurs. Was electric, was arguably one of our better players, racking up 10 goals and 12 assists across the Championship, including the title-clinching strike against Plymouth Argyle, a goal that will go down in the annals of Leeds United history, a goal that gave us the parade, a goal that gave us a 100-point season with 95 goals. It was massive. And the majority of fans are begging for a permanent deal, and Leeds are listening because reports from Leeds all over and across the internet say the Whites are keen to sign Solomon. But there's a catch. Tottenham are looking for north of around about 15 million. Although some sources suggest a bargain at 10 million could seal it, which would be absolutely amazing. Even 15 million for me. I understand the club not wanting to go up towards 20, for example. But there is a twist, okay? Solomon himself isn't entirely sold on staying at Ellen Road permanently, with sources close to Spurs saying he is eyeing other options. And to make matters worse, we've seen reports yesterday that French giants Marseille are circling, ready to swoop him for the Israeli star. While, you know, his stock is high because he's got through a full season with barely any knocks or bumps. But Leeds do need to act fast. Do you think Solomon is worth the price tag, or should Leeds United look elsewhere? Drop your thoughts in the comments. One thing I do want to add is Farke will only want players committed to the cause. We know that. So if Solomon is umming and ahhing Farke, we'll just quickly say, moving on. And moving on, that's a nice little segue. Next up, Leeds are eyeing, and we've been linked to this guy on a number of occasions, Premier League proven midfielder to bolster their squad. That is Newcastle United Sean Longstaff, okay? Longstaff is 27-year-old, box-to-box, bit of a dynamo. He's got over 200 appearances for the Magpies, but has fallen out of favour. He hasn't actually started a Premier League game since back in December. Obviously, it's now May, so it's quite some time ago. Now, this report is from Team Talk. It does say that Everton and even Manchester United are ready to bid for Longstaff. Now, what I will say, again, take this with a pinch of salt due to the source that it's coming from. They were also the ones that reported that Marseille are circling Solomon. So I'm not too sure on it. But with all the will in the world, Man United want to get better. And I just feel that Sean Longstaff would be great for us. I don't know if that's the right deal for them. I don't know. Apparently, Newcastle are ready to listen to offers of a roughly around about 10 million, which again is a snip. And it's the kind of deal that we should be getting done. I believe it's an absolute steal. His work rate and top flight experience make him a perfect fit for Daniel Farke's high intensity style. Former Leeds United star Prutton was speaking on it and said he would be a solid addition for his leadership and the understanding of big club pressure, which is something you can't really quantify. But Newcastle are a big club. Their fans are very similar to Leeds fans. They're very unforgiving. All they want is the best. And yeah, he played at the in front of the Gallagher in Newcastle. He can do it in front of the Cop at Ellen Road. Believe that. He does have a contract running until 2026, so Newcastle could play hardball. But you'd think they want to get him off their box, especially with PSR, because they'll want to spend some of that money without losing their better players, the likes of Guimaraes, the likes of Isak, etc. So Longstaff could certainly help that. And for you Leeds fans, would he be the missing piece in Leeds United midfield? Let's hear your takes. Now on to the next one, folks. Leeds United are casting their net wide for Premier League ready talent, and apparently they have got their eyes on a defensive gem. This is according to Leeds Live. The Whites are among several Premier League clubs scouting Bologna's 23-year-old centre-back Luchemi, valued at 15 million. The Colombian international has been a rock in Serie A, with his agent confirming that top clubs are circling after his standout performances. Luchemi's 91% pass accuracy and 2.8 clearances per game this season make him a perfect fit for Daniel Farke's system. And Leeds do see him as a potential partner for Joe Rodon at the back, especially with Premier League now secured. But they will face competition from the likes of Newcastle and Everton. But with reportedly Leeds having £100 million war chest, as per Sky Sports have said, Leeds have the funds to make that move. And could Luchemi be the key to a solid Premier League defence? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I do apologise if, of course, I have butchered his surname. Again, there's only one person in this space that has worse pronunciation than me, and it's Jack City, bitch. And finally, a transfer saga that could leave Leeds United scrambling. Leeds United news are reporting that the Whites have contacted Liverpool to sign goalkeeper Kelleher. Okay, apparently he's £40 million, 40 mil. And he's a target for Leeds United to replace Ilian Meslier. I believe, and have said for quite some time, he would go to a club with a better standing in their division, potentially playing Europe. That's been my thought process all along. Of course, I would love him at Leeds United. 26-year-old Irishman has been outstanding in this season. He's had 4 clean sheets in 10 Premier League games. And Leeds see him as a cornerstone for their Premier League return. But there is a big twist, okay? Real Madrid's pursuit of Brighton's Bart Verbruggen could derail that. Apparently, according to The Sun, Real Madrid want Verbruggen as a long-term heir to Courtois, prompting Brighton to target Kelleher as a replacement. With Leeds now facing competition from the Seagulls, can we beat them to Kelleher's signature? Of course, a lot of dominoes would have to fall, but I just don't see a world in which we do get Coheed Kelleher, if you want my honest opinion. I do think there's other goalkeepers out there, the likes of Sam Johnston, that would be cheap, for example. All you have to do is look at what Ipswich did by bringing in Alex Palmer, for example, from the Championship. He had a great second half of the Premier League season. So there are keepers out there, and 40 million is too big of a price tag for us to be entertaining, for us to be speaking, you know, to clubs about for a goalkeeper, when reportedly we only have around about 100 million anyway. And I say only, because it's not a lot for Premier League survival, is it really? So to think that we'll be spending 40 million of that on the keeper, it ain't going to happen. If Madrid want Verbruggen, they'll get him, and Brighton probably will get Kelleher as a long-term replacement. So yeah, maybe go get Jason Steele. I don't know. Drop your predictions in the comments, though, for me, folks. But, folks, that's it for today's transfer roundup. If anything else happens, of course, you'll catch me live. There will be a live stream tonight as well of Sunderland versus Coventry in the second of the playoffs to see who will face Sheffield United. Leeds United, though, don't have to worry about that. We are back in the big time, and, of course, our transfer plans are hotting up. Will we secure the permanent signing of Solomon? Will Longstaff come in? Will we have to Luchemi, or will we lose out on Verbruggen to Brighton due to Real Madrid? Let me know. Subscribe, hit the bell, and join the conversation below. And until next time, keep the faith, marching on together, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.